Welcome to another Khan Academy tutorial on volume of rectangular prisms. This is brought to you by West Explains Best. So our first problem is, what is the volume of the rectangular prism? 8 by 1 by 5 centimeters. Okay, first thing we understand about a prism is that it's going to have a base. Okay, so let me kind of draw it out here, trying to get two-dimensional space. All right, so a base are two parallel sides connected by rectangular sides. Now, with a rectangular prism, the bases are also rectangle, so essentially you could pick any side to be the base. You could pick these two skinny rectangles to be the base. You could pick these skinny rectangles to be the base on opposite sides, or you could pick these big rectangles on opposite sides to be the base. It's up to you. Now, for any prism, this is rectangular, triangular, hexagonal, the volume is the amount of space it takes up, how much water you could pour into it, how many peanuts you can stuff in, whatever. So volume of a prism is equal to the area of the base times the height of the prism. Okay, so we could find the area of the base and then multiply it by the height, and that will give us our area. Now, depending on what you choose as your base for a rectangular prism, that will affect what the height is. So make sure your height is always perpendicular to your base. Okay, the height is also something you need to know about the height, is it connects your two bases. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and pick, I don't know, let's pick 8 by 1 as our base. So this small skinny rectangle 8 by 1 is going to be our base. Now our height needs to connect the two bases, so this purple line we'll call our height. So our height is going to be 5, and then our base is this guy. That's our base. So let's go ahead and calculate the area of the base. Because it's a rectangle, we're going to use length times width. So we're going to use our length, 8 times width 1, it's 8. Now we multiply, we're going to plug this into our volume formula. So the area of the base is 8. We're going to multiply this by our height. Our height is, oops, I almost wrote h. Our height is not h, it's 5. And that is going to be equal to our volume of this prism. Well, we know that our volume is going to equal 40 centimeters cubed. There's cubic units because they take up three-dimensional space. 40, there's my answer. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, what is the volume of the rectangular prism? Well, let me simplify this a little bit further. For rectangular prisms, if we already know that the volume equals the area of the base times the height, just showed that in the other one, that's for any prism. Well, we know the area of the base is going to be the length times the width, right? Because it's a rectangle. And then we just need to multiply it by the height. So what does this mean? This essentially means, but we are always just going to multiply by the 3 dimensions every time. We're going to multiply 8 times 1 times 5. For any rectangular prism, you're always going to multiply the 3 dimensions. So we could call this our length, we could call this our width, and then we could call that our height. Always, always, always just multiply the 3 and we get our answer. So this one is going to be 40 again. 8 times 1 times 5 is 40. 40 centimeters cubed. It's the same rectangular prism. Same deal here. We could figure out a base if we want, and we could find the area of this base and then multiply it by height, or we can just notice it's a rectangular prism and you just need to multiply 7 times 5 times 6, or 6 times 5 times 7, or 6 times 7 times 5, however you want to do it. I'm going to do 6 times 5 is 30, and 30 times 7 is 210. That's easier for me to figure out, 210. Okay, same deal here. We get 9 times 6 is 54 times 1, 54. See how easy this becomes? Then we have 6 times 5 is 30 times 3 is 90. Okay. Anytime you see these types of problems, it should be money in the bank. So 5 times 2 is 10, times 7 is 70. And then we have 4 times 4 times 4. This is a cube, but this is a special case where all the dimensions are the same. So anytime it's a cube, the volume of a cube is essentially one of the dimensions. We can call it the side, and we're going to cube it. That's why they're called cubic units, because they take up a equal distance both in the length, the width, and the depth or the height. Okay, 3 dimensions, 3 different ways, same measurement, cubic units. So we're going to do 4 cubed here, or 4 times 4 times 4, and that should be 64. Hopefully you guys get this sound. And I'll see you next time on Wes Explains Best. Take care.